just up front, the only thing that bothers me about this is one of my regular subscribers was actually attacked and called a POS, simply for 2 years ago saying he was glad he subbed to my channel. So I don't appreciate him being attacked, and I do find it kind of ugly that this white person is calling this black person a POS. And I'm not going to say what he called him, but yeah. So that's the only thing that really bothers me about this whole thing, that one of my subscribers was attacked. Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. First off, my appearance. I live in Melbourne. We have a polar, like our weather system. It's extreme. We had a heat wave on the weekend, and now we're back to winter during the week, but it's meant to be summer, and we're going to have another heat wave next weekend. So yeah, so I'm wearing a beanie. I'm cold. Whereas yesterday I was packing up my winter clothes because it was hot and I was sweating it's just, so yeah. But yeah, so I had a weird thing happen. Someone died, and I'm not mentioning any names in this video, and someone from a certain YouTube site was mourning them or saying something about them and making it sound like he was one of them. And my natural observation was, well, if he was one of you, he couldn't have been a very nice person. Not knowing anything about the guy, not saying anything about the guy. And then, of course, someone from that channel jumped on that because they need attention, and they needed to try and link themselves to that person even more. They don't appear in the wiki or anything. I'm like, this person was associated with you. That they were a footballer, they were a celebrity, like in America. And this certain YouTube group just seems to be wanting to claim him for attention. That's what it seems like. I haven't done the research. I could be wrong. But yeah, so of course they're trashing me, these couple of people, and I'm like, you realize all you could possibly do is give me attention because I'm a nobody, right? So just let it go, because the worst, you can't cancel a nobody, but what you could do is bring attention to me to people who don't know who I am. So just let it go. You're not going to make the situation bad for me. You're just going to possibly make it better. And I mean, it's not like I want that anyway. And the funniest thing was some of the comments that this person was making, that you know, I must be so jealous because my show gets so few views compared to theirs. I'm like, obviously they're a size queen, and you know who size matters to. You know, not me. So I'm fine with us. In some ways, I'm fine with a small channel because you can actually answer all your comments and it's not overwhelming. I've had a couple of periods. I've had a few channels now. It's my third channel, and the other ones were at times more successful than this one. And it does get too much, and you can't answer everyone. You can't. It just, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be one of those people who sort of has this giant channel and they only answer to super chats, and they don't really know who's listening to them, and they don't really talk to anyone directly. They just sort of act like a TV presenter, and they have they pay people, and they have like people that edit their videos, and it's just like a production. It's just like they're like a try-hard TV show. I don't really want that. I just like having like a vlog where I just talk and something interests me and I want to talk about it. I'll share it with a couple of people who actually regularly, you know, watch my videos and talk to me. That's what I do. I like that. I enjoy that. The idea of having to feed the base, and you have these people who listen to you and they want because I know the majority of my subscribers are Madonna fans who've come to me from my Madonna videos, but I don't always like talking about Madonna. Now, in theory, I should only talk about Madonna, and I'd have to go out of my way to make a video out of every single thing she does, you know, for the subscribers. I try to do that. Whenever she does something, I try to comment on it. But I just like talking about what I like talking about, which is mostly pop culture and science fiction and Star Trek and stuff like that. So that's what I do. And I'd hate to be one of those people who has to sit down and look at every news story and go, okay, how can I spin this to benefit us? How can I make this look like it's related to us? How can I make this look like a conspiracy that we can then be victim of? You know what these people do. They hate, and every story, like I said, they have to look at how can we spin this to benefit us and to make it like something that our people want to listen to, so they'll click on this video because we need a certain amount of clicks, because we have like a whole little industry now of people we pay to keep us afloat because we're too big now. It's just, I don't want that. So I find it really funny that this person was like attacking me because I'm like such a loser and everything. And now back to the guy who died. I don't know this guy. I don't have any issues with him. I don't know what happened. and I don't know how much he really was associated with these certain people, but he would have had to have been ignorant of who they were or approved of who they were, and if he approved, then he was complicit with their bigotry and homophobia and misogyny and racism and everything else, which is confusing. But yeah, and this is just my humble opinion. I'm not mentioning any names, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I have the right to have an opinion and say what I want. And yeah, it's just sad that these people apparently, even though they're so big and so much bigger than me, they're so insecure that they would address someone as just insignificant as myself. So it just shows how sad and small they really are inside. And that's the sad thing. So I'm going to pity them, and I'm going to go back to what I was doing, which was enjoying, doing what I was doing, because I do actually have a life outside of my YouTube videos. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time doing this a day, but I do feel a little bit addicted to it. I do feel like I have to do like a couple of videos a day just because I don't know why, but I enjoy talking to the few people who do listen and respond. I mean, it's just like my tiny little community. It'd be nice to have a slightly bigger community, but I still wouldn't want to be them. I know they want me to want to be them so they can feel important, but I really don't want to. I'm going to go. I just felt like I had to address that for the fun of it. And it's so funny to see people saying that someone was implying that I'm a white supremacist because my name is Stephen White. And they actually clipped like a video. I didn't watch it. I just could see there was some text in it. And I'm like, really? You're acting like I'm a white supremacist because my last name is White? That's a sad stretch. And it's just funny. I mean, it's funny to have some of these tactics you see them use on the bigger people. Use on me. I'm like, really? I'm not that important. Please, just get something better to do. You're embarrassing yourself. You really are. And I doubt any of that guy's relatives would have seen my video or my comments. And if I offended them, I apologise, but they would only have been brought to their attention by the people making a big deal out of it, because that's all about them. They don't actually care about the guy. It's just all about them. And they would actually bring something to the attention of a grieving person just to try and vilify someone else for themselves, to make themselves look good. They don't care about the actual person. So hopefully they haven't done that. But who knows, because these people, they just need to feed their own little beast. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Yep. Bye.